Everybody wants happiness. Nobody wants pain. But you cannot have a rainbow without a little rain. Good morning everyone. Welcome back to my channel. It's around 7 am and I'm just enjoying the outside weather. It's been raining since yesterday night. And in today's vlog I'm going to share my routine with you, in which I'm going to share 3 main meals that I had. So let's get started. So in today's breakfast I'm going to prepare chicken grilled sandwich, for which here I have taken a wok, into which I'm going to add just 2 teaspoons of oil. Spread it evenly. And here goes around 350 grams of boneless chicken. Now on high flame, just saute it for around 3 to 4 minutes. And yes, I have added some salt and black pepper to taste. Just cook it on high flame so that it doesn't release its juices and it stays soft from inside. Just flip them in between. So here, as you can see, it's evenly cooked on both the sides. Now is the perfect time to cover it and simmer the flame and cook further for 2 minutes. And here, as you can see, this is almost done. And now let the water evaporate. And once done, just keep it aside. Now let's move on to our next step. Once it comes to the room temperature, cut the chicken, or you can shred with the help of a fork, and pour it into a bowl, into which we will be adding our sauces for the filling. So here I'm going to put it back into the same pan. And I'm going to mix few sauces. So here goes tandoori mayonnaise. This is Viva's tandoori mayonnaise along with some mint mayo. This is also Viva's mint mayonnaise, along with some sweet and sour Del Monte's sauce, and with some plain mayo and just a hint of mustard, Dijon mustard. Now give it a quick mix. Now spread the filling evenly and top up with some grated cheese, or you can just simply add a slice of cheese and yes, pop it into a griller and your delicious mouth-watering chicken grilled sandwiches will be ready. So they are done. Now cut them and serve with your favorite sauce, either ketchup, mint sauce or mayonnaise. Yes, we are done. Now let's move on to our next recipe, which I'm going to prepare in my lunch. In the lunch I'm going to prepare dhaba style paneer. So for which I have taken some oil, let it heat, and here goes some whole spices like bay leaf, few black peppercorns and 2 cloves, along with 2 teaspoons of cumin seeds. And yes, here goes 2 finely chopped medium sized onions along with ginger and garlic. I have just roughly chopped ginger and garlic along with 1 green chili. Now let it saute for a while. It will take around 2 to 3 minutes. Just cook them well and so that they turn into a lovely beautiful golden color. So here as you can see they are almost done. And now I will be adding few dry spices. So first here goes Kashmiri red chili powder, some coriander powder around 2 to 3 teaspoons along with 1 teaspoon of turmeric powder, and some dry fenugreek leaves, that is kasuri methi. Now saute it for 30 seconds. Just make sure that the spices doesn't burn. And here goes around 2 teaspoons of gram flour, that is besan. Yes, this is the secret ingredient that dhaba wale use. Now give it a quick stir and let it roast for a while. This will take around 2 minutes. So now as you can see this is almost done, and I can smell there is no any raw smell coming out of the masala. So this is the perfect time to add our grated tomatoes. So here I have just taken 2 medium-sized tomatoes and I have grated them. And here goes just a half cup of water. Now give it a quick mix and let it cook for a while. This will turn into a thick gravy like consistency. So here goes the seasoning, salt to taste. Now we need to cook it well till we observe the oil getting separated out of the gravy. So just cover it with a lid and cook it on medium to low heat. And here as you can see the oil has risen on the top, that means our gravy is done. And now is the perfect time to add our cottage cheese, which is our paneer. And believe me guys, this dish came out so yum, and I'm pretty sure that you will like it too. So here goes around half cup of milk. This will further enhance its flavor. And I prepared garlic naan along with this dish, the recipe of which I have already shared. You can check in my previous vlogs. And here goes some grated cheese, that is paneer, along with some big chunks. I have grated half portion of paneer and I have just diced the rest half into small pieces for the chunky feeling, for the bite. And yes, here goes some garam masala powder. That's it. Now just cover it for a while, just for 2 minutes on medium to low heat. And yes, our delicious mouth-watering dhaba style paneer is ready. Just top up with some coriander leaves and yes, we are good to go. So here as you can see the weather is awesome. It's around 7:30 in the evening and it's been raining since morning. We all were craving for something Chinese, so I just quickly thought to prepare some Chinese food today. And here I'm sharing the recipe of some Chinese food. So here into the wok I have taken some oil along with a lot of garlic, and here I'm grating some ginger into it. Just saute it for a while. And here goes roughly diced onions along with some colored capsicums. So here goes green, red and yellow capsicum. Now again saute them well and make sure that your flame is on high during the whole process, because we don't want our veggies to become soggy We just want to retain their crunch. And here goes the mushroom. Now again give it a quick mix. Mushrooms hardly take 1 or 2 minutes to cook. And now just cover it and let it cook for 2 minutes. And in the meantime, I'm going to prepare a slurry out of 2 teaspoons of corn flour mixed with half cup of water. So our veggies are done, and here goes around 2 to 3 teaspoons of dark soya sauce. Make sure to keep the flame on high, along with some ketchup and chili sauce. And here goes around 1 teaspoon of apple cider vinegar. I'm using apple cider vinegar. You can use any kind of vinegar. Now give it a quick mix. And here goes some water. You can add water as per your requirement. It depends upon the consistency. If you want it little thicker, you can add little less water than I have added. And here goes some salt and black pepper to taste. And here goes the slurry that we have already prepared. I made this with 2 teaspoons of corn flour along with 1/4 or half cup of water. Now just give it a quick mix. Keep it stirring and let it cook for a while. And yes, I have added some more of black pepper powder. You can taste it. If you find salt or anything less, then you can add more of it at this stage. Now let it come to a boil and cook further for 2 to 3 minutes with the pan with the lid on. And on the other hand, let's prepare our fried rice, for which here I've taken another wok and add garlic to it. Lot of garlic. Saute it for a while and add diced onions. I've just taken 2 small sized onions and I have just roughly diced them. Again, we need to keep the flame on high during the whole process. And into the onions, I'm going to add few other vegetables. So here goes thinly sliced baby corns, along with some colored capsicums, green, red and yellow. Now again saute it on high for 2 to 3 minutes. And yes, here is a secret ingredient, which is sesame oil, which will give you authentic Chinese flavor. This really adds an authentic Chinese flavor to your fried rice. This is optional. If you don't have, you can just skip it. And here goes 1 teaspoon of dark soy sauce. That's it. And yes, you can add some salt and black pepper as well. And here I'm adding pre-cooked rice. And we need to saute them on high. Just add some salt and black pepper to taste and cover it and let it cook on medium to low heat with the lid on, and our delicious mouth-watering dinner is ready. I just served it with some chicken tikki that I air fried, and it really looked amazing, and believe me guys, it was delicious. Please give it a try, and until my next video, enjoy. And yes, if you're new to my channel, then please like, subscribe and share. Take care. Bye.